What's going on, everybody? CW Entertainment here, and I'm here to bring you guys another MLB The Show 18 franchise today. And you guys can already tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to wind up going with the Chicago Cubs. And you guys can clearly see here, favorite team is already set. I am a Chicago White Sox fan, and I don't know, I just kind of decided that, going a Chicago route, was best just to do it. We've done the White Sox series before. MLB The Show 16. That was one of the first. Actually, that was one of the first series we did end up doing on my channel. So, I still love my White Sox. I know I'm not trading, teams or nothing like that. So, yeah, we're going with the Cubs with this series, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. Let's get into it.
A baseball franchise is a complex and delicate apparatus. Every little cog or gear or pinion matters, is vital. Whether you're the guy signing the checks, filling out the lineup card, or combing the baseball frontier for talent, the club is counting on you. Expectations are high, and flexibility is a must, because things don't always go as planned. Tough decisions need to be made, and made right. It's no shame to delegate when necessary. Everybody could use a hand now and then. But in the end, it's the guy at the top that gets the credit, or the blame. So when that time comes, when the dust settles and there's only one team left standing, here's hoping it's yours.
Yeah, man, we're going to try to wind up making sure, we're the last team standing this go around. We tried it a couple times with the Sox and the Dodgers. Didn't wind up winning it all, so maybe did the Cubs get their second World Series in 3 years? It's possible. Let's go ahead and scroll down to them. You guys can see they're ranked 5th, contact 12th, power and pitching 3rd, defense of 7, speed 17, team budget $162.5 million. Cubs got that bank, man. They got the bank. Now, I never really starting spring trainings, and we're not going to start it this go around. You're all going to wind up starting in the regular season. Going to go ahead and get into our first game. So, going to go ahead and show here. They wound up having Kyle Hendricks as, I guess, the ace, or the guy that's supposed to start for game one. Realize they've already came out and said that John Lester will be the starter for the Cubs on game one. Apparently has to do something with him struggling against the Brewers. So, we're going to, make John Lester the starter on here. So for this first game of the season, gonna go ahead and move him up. Now, one thing I did notice, they don't have Tyler Chatwood on here for the Cubs for whatever reason, or he's not in the majors. I haven't checked to see if he's in the minor leagues or not. They have Drew Smiley as the 5th starter. I probably will want to move in Yu Darvish. I think Yu Darvish is supposed to be the 3rd pitcher, and Quintana's supposed to be 4th. So we'll wind up figuring that out. Also had to wind up changing Brandon Morrow because he is the closing pitcher for the Cubs now. I don't know why Pedro Strop was there. It really just looks like they just kind of were going with whatever when it came to this Cubs lineup. Other thing, they had Javi Baez leading off now. Spring training, I paid attention to a little bit of it. Ian Happ has been going crazy, and we are going to wind up making him the leadoff guy. Now, I don't believe their rosters their lineup for the official season has came out yet. So eventually we might wind up, changing some things around, or I could just base it off how I feel, how everything's going. Not sure why Jason Hayward is batting second against the no DHs. Jason Hayward is a terrible batter ever since he's gotten with the Cubs. I don't know what happened. And I know they have a lot of issues that's going around with that whole situation. Now, I know normally Chris Bryant winds up batting second. I actually didn't move it. I didn't think about it until the game was already over. So I might wind up moving him second. It just depends. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how they're going to end up doing this in real life. So I'm just going to kind of base it off what, I guess, similar to how they did it last year. But yeah, I know dealing with rotations and lineups. Let's get into the first game. We got the Miami Marlins in Miami. Can't play in Chicago. It's too cold. John Lester versus Wei Yin Chen.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the Sunshine State at Marlins Park in Miami. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Cubs and the Miami Marlins. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Miami Marlins.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive
Leading
tool
off for the
either.
Cubs.
At the plate, Ian Happ, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Ian Happ is leading off for us, and the first pitch of the season is a strike. It looked like may have been a little bit outside, but we'll live with it. Ian Happ 0-1 count early to start off, and hopefully, we can get this season started off on the right track. 0-1 count for Happ. He gets one right up the middle. He sends it, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Ian Happ. That'll way to start it off, Ian. You've been showing in spring training in real life. There's a reason you should be starting at least, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe every day, but you should at least be the leadoff man when you do start. Cubs got a lot of players that can pretty much play all over the place. So, I mean, give Theo Epstein and Jed Hoyer and all them guys a lot of credit, man. These guys have definitely built a powerhouse. It was surprising last year to see how much they struggled. Chris Bryant up to bat here is going to wind up having a throwaway as they try to get him the force out to second to get a double play going. We're going to wind up seeing an Ian Happ all the way home. Happ is going to get it in, but not in time. A great job by the outfielder and the cutoff man to wind up getting us out of there. We won't get the first run. Now, I find it interesting. They called that a single when normally that would have been a force out. So, I don't know if Chris Bryant, they just giving him a little love here or what. I don't know if that should have been a real single or not. Anthony Rizzo, another power bat up to bat. He sends it to center field, and that's just going to hang up there. Rizzo can't get nothing going to give us that first run. We blew it with the base running opportunity. And, well, let's go ahead and hop in to see what John Lester can do for us. 1-1 count, bottom of the first. Maybin is up to bat, looking to get something started off early for the Marlins, and he would do exactly that. Lining it out there to right field. Jason Hayward gets it back into the cutoff man. And the Marlins got something started early here. Let's see what they can do. 0-1 count. Lester would love to see if he could possibly get a double play ball here. He already has one out. Now, one thing I want to see here, did they have what John Lester can throw to first? Because in real life, you guys know, He struggles throwing to first base, and I don't know how that's not a strikeout. Madden's doing something over there, and I don't know what's going on, but that was clearly a strike. Umpire, you're tripping on me, man. We need that. But yeah, apparently John Lester on these games can't throw to first. He struggles a lot in real life. I know one time he wound up throwing his glove over there to Rizzo, so yeah. I was really hoping to see if they added that in here or not. But anyway, we got a grounder to Rizzo. Get these tutorials out of here. Rizzo to Zobrist. Back to Rizzo. Double play. We're out of this inning. Great job right there by John Lester getting the double play ball. Let's see what we can do on offense. Top of the second. Got a good favorite right here. Wilson Contreras. 2-2 count. Looking to see if he can get something going here. And that ball is driven out to right field. That ball is going deep. And, well, looks like you're just going to die out there on the warning track, unfortunately. Looked like Wilson Contreras had a home run to start us off early. Javi Baez is going to get one out there to left field. That's going to drop. I see you, Baez, man, getting a good pitch and getting it back on base.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
I do like the addition of Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. I feel like this is a good combination they have with Matt Vasgersian. Normally, I do normally like the play-by-play that they do give on MLB. So, MLB, man, you guys keep doing good things here. And that's going to wind up being another base hit for us. And, well, apparently they're calling that an error. I don't see how that's an error, but it is what it is. John Lester was able to move the runners over with a sacrifice bunt. Jason Hayward up to bat. Let's see if Jason Hayward can get something going. And, nope. Looks like we will not have our first runs of the game at all here. Contreras looked like he almost had a home run, and Jason Hayward almost had an opportunity to get us some runs too, but wound up failing. 0-2 count here, and that's the first strikeout of the season. John Lester blows it right by Scott Van Slyke. See you later. Good job, Lester, getting out to second.
Great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now.
Well, that was a gorgeous view. You know, Miami especially, it's just a great looking city. Never been there, but, Miami, you guys do it right down there a lot. And we're going to wind up getting a base hit here with Chris Bryant. Bryant getting a lot of luck here. And if these tutorials do not get out the way, and it looks like that tutorial wanted up messing up the audio. So we're going to wind up getting the double. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Bryant getting a lot of luck here early on. Got a single that went his way, even though it should have been listed as an error. Now he's getting a double. 1-1 count. Anthony Rizzo up to bat. Rizzo's going to weakly ground it out. Still not going to get this first run yet, and it's going to end our top half of the third. Let's see what Lester's doing on the mound. 2-2 count. Bottom of the third here. Lester's looking for that strike down, and he's got it with the sweeping curveball. See you later, J2 Realmuto. I actually had him on, I believe, my Dodgers team on the last series. Lester back on the mound, and this ball is going to be a liner right out there to right field. And this is the eighth man, the eighth guy up to bat, and he's going to wind up getting that single. Pitcher coming up to drop a sacrifice bunt. We're going to throw it to second to see if we can get him. They're going to call him safe, and the pitcher's able to get there too. Oh, boy, we're in trouble. 0-1 count. Would love to get a double play ball to get up out of here. And Maven up to bat here. Let's see if we can get him. And we missed with that changeup. We had an early release, and this one is gone. A 3-run blast. And Maven makes us pay for the poor choice of pitching, the poor decision to go to second. And Cameron Maven, a 3-run home run, starts off the season with a bang. Unfortunately for us, it is not the way we wanted it to go. We had a couple of balls that flew out that looked like they may have had a chance to get out of here. But Maven and the Marlins strike first, 3-0. 1-2 count here, bottom third, 2 outs. Boards up to bat. Rifles one out to Ian Happ, but that's going to get us out of this third inning. We do want to give up 3. The most damage was already done. Maven gives them a 3-0 lead. Let's see if we can try to claw right back in it. Top fourth. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Got a man over there on first. It's John Lester up to bat in. Lester rips one down that left field line, and that ball is going to go all the way to the wall. They were playing up close, and that ball was smoked, and we are going to bring Javi all the way home for the score. It's a 3-1 ball game now, and we are right back in it. John Lester out here helping out his cause. Knew he gave up that home run, And that's just a great job, Lester, man. That would have smoked it down that left field line. I had no clue you even knew how to hit like that. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Fortunately, we weren't able to bring him home. Hayward once again wound up getting out for us. 3-1 count here in the bottom of the fourth. Out to right, left center field, and that's going to get us out of this fourth inning. Almore is able to get it. Let's see if we can try to chip away at this lead. We're going to go ahead and skip down here to the bottom of the fifth. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Looking for another strikeout here, and he's going to get it. Cut fastball, ran inside, sitting the pitcher down. That's what you get, man. That's what you get. We don't like you. I'm sure you don't like us, but that's what you get. You need to strike out. Lester's happy. Top of the sixth here. 3-1 count. Wilson Contreras is up to bat here in a very favorable count. And Contreras rips one out there to left center field. That ball is going to get past the center fielder. Not sure what happened. We're going to second. And we're going to round second, and we're going to end up going to third. They are not going to be able to get Contreras. They're going to throw it all the way home. We're staying at third with a stand-up triple. Let's get it, Wilson Contreras. Unfortunately, we didn't have anybody on base. That was the biggest – that's the worst thing about this. Nobody's on base. But we got a chance to cut this lead down 3-2 and make it a one-run game. Let's go. Javier Baez up to bat. We just need something. We would love a base hit to keep everything going, but unfortunately, we're not going to get that. He's going to fly it out to right field, and my goodness, all these tutorials. Get out of here. We know how to tag up. Contreras comes home. It's a 3-2 ball game. One-run lead, or one-run deficit. Let's see what we can do here. Come on, you guys. Fortunately, we weren't able to get anything else going. We do have 7 hits on the day, so we're looking pretty good. Honestly, we're looking better than what the Marlins are doing. Maven up to bat here. He's going to wind up flying this one out to center field. Almora is there, and that's the first out of the bottom of the sixth. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Bohr, can we get him strike out? No, that's going to be flown out there to left field. Hap is there, and we are going to the seventh, and we are running out of time. We're in the bottom 3 frames. Let's get something going. And Almore is up to bat here. And Almore is going to send this one out there to center field. That ball is going to wind up dropping somehow. Not sure how Maven didn't wind up getting that one. But, hey, we're not complaining. We're on base.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
That'll do it for Chin. You know, we really did a good job getting to him. Fortunately, we just haven't been able to put anything on base as Bryant winds up grounding out here to third base, and they're going to wind up calling him safe at second. Not even sure what in the world happened, but Bryant gets safe at first, and Bryant has the luck working all day today. I don't know what in the world's going on.
We get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
All right, we got Anthony Rizzo up to bat. He has a chance to tie this game. That ball driven to right center field. Does it have a chance? Nope, we're just going to hang up there. And unfortunately, man, we just can't get these guys home. We've been stranded runners all game long. But we're going to go ahead and jump here to the top of the 8th. 1-2 count. Contreras up to bat here. He drives one out there to left center field. This ball is carrying well. It's going to get in that gap again. Contreras is having him a nice game. He's going to get us a leadoff double. Let's bring Contreras home. Come on, you guys. Let's go.
Just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Yeah, that was a real good job there. Javier Baez up to bat here. He smokes one to second base, and that's the one of the last things we needed was a quick out. We got to be able to get Contreras over to third. We should have probably dropped the bunt. Anyway, Zobrist up to bat here. Looks like it's going to have a chance to get down, and it won't. We're going to tag up with Contreras. We're going to get the third, and we really should have dropped the bunt now because we would have been able to tie the game up. Oh, boy.
Kyle Schwarber is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher, Lester.
All right, a Cub favorite, Kyle Schwarber. 2-1 count, has a chance to tie this game. We'll take the lead, and Schwarber can't get it done. It's going to be a fly out out there to left field. I don't even think he needed to slide on that. I think at this point he was just showboating. He know good way he didn't need to. Look at that. No good way he didn't need to slide on that. He had plenty of time. We have 9 hits. We got to find a way to bring these guys around to score. Too many men left on base.
Justin Wilson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37.
All right, Justin Wilson, we need you to get something done. 0-2 count. That ball's lined out there to center field. Looked like it was going to be a base hit. but it will be an out.
The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
It was a good performance, but unfortunately, you know, we had that one home run. Ah, man, that's just going to come back to kill us. But that is the end of the 8th. We got one more inning. See what we can do. Jason Hayward leads us off 2-2 count. Hayward, a soft ground ball to second base. Jason Hayward, man, you are just terrible. You didn't do anything all day today but catch fly balls, which is pretty much all you do in real life now. Top 9, Ian Happ sends one deep, and that is just going to hang up there once again. It's too deep out there in center field. And we are down to our final out. We need something to happen. Albert Almora, you got to save us, man. We need you to save us. 2-3 game, 2 outs, 0-0 count. Almora. And Almora pops it up to shortstop, and that's going to do it here in Miami. We're going to lose in the first one. Unbelievable. And to be honest, we probably played a better game than what the Marlins did. That is so unfortunate. We definitely had a better game than what they did. One pitch winds up screwing us over in this one. And it's unfortunate, but hey, man, you got to give Maven a lot of credit. He took advantage of a poor pitch. It was a hanging changeup, and he took it all the way deep. And we left too many men on base as well. I mean, hey, good job, Marlins, man. Good job. Anyway, you guys, I do want to say thank you all very much for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys hit the like button, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with the Cubs videos I'll be posting and more. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the win, you guys. I'm out till next time. Peace.